Hello and welcome to today's weather update. It is January 20th, 2021, and believe it or not, we had a little snow across our area. It's a little dusting of it. This morning it was gone by the afternoon, but showing you the clouds here. That we had plenty of clouds around today, instability clouds, and some scattered snow showers, especially in the morning, and that actually caused some snowfall for our area, so we're going to look at that. This is the current satellite. We'll look at this again. You can see clouds with the diurnal cloudiness kind of went away. Now we got the cirrus rolling in. That's ahead of the next system. So let's go take a look at the latest climate, and we'll go ahead and we'll see the latest climate observations for today here, local past weather, and we're going to take a look and see what the high temperature, what the snowfall was. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. Let's see. So high was 42, still 4 degrees above normal, but the precipitation, this is what we want to look at here. Snowfall, 0.2 inches snow, 0.2 inches of snow fell at Islip today. So yeah, that's how little snow we got. It was just a little bit, but you know, enough to whiten the ground in spots and cover the trees. It was sticking pretty much to the trees and everything. We can also look at Central Park and see if they got any snow as well, any snowfall. Let's see, snowfall just a trace today. So yeah, not really a whole lot. Maybe a little more in certain spots than others, but it mostly went away by the afternoon. It was gone. So let's go take a look at some of the latest observations, because temperatures are dropping now across the area. Temperatures generally have dropped into the 20s now, so 26 at West Hampton, 28 at Farmingdale, as well as New Jersey. Well, it looks like the airport west of Toms River has some radiational cooling, because they're reading 22. Most areas have a wind, but maybe if we get some radiational cooling, it'll drop a little lower for West Hampton at least. But right now, generally mid to upper 20s tonight, and it's going to be going down to around 20 degrees. So let's go take a look and see what we have as far as what's going on in the atmosphere. And we're going to start with the upper air. I'm not going to change the CONUS view. We'll keep this CONUS view here, so we could just show the troughs coming in, which is going to bring the colder air for the weekend. But then look what happens as we get toward the early part of next week. You get some ridging in the east, unfortunately. But then there's another trough that forms. So, and then a deeper trough as you get toward the end. So there's still troughiness around, which means it won't get too warm, thank God. We can look at the European as well. You see as we go, that's the first trough, second trough for the weekend. Get that little break, and then, wow, it looks like the Euro is showing a storm over there right on Friday. It's the Euro. It hasn't had a very good track record. So let's go look at the surface now. And these are the 18Z runs here, the GFS. Look at the surface, and you'll see that storm. You can see it kind of exploded as it moved offshore there. That's going to turn into a significant storm as it moves out in the middle of the ocean and not affect anyone. For tomorrow, we'll have those high clouds around, and probably maybe we could see some flurries of state, but probably not here. That cold high builds in for the weekend. See, there's the isobars. Look at the isobars. Flow right from the north. You know it's going to be cold with the flow right from the north like that. You look here, you see it's coming right from the north. Just follow the isobars up. So that's why we'll see below normal temperatures for the weekend. And then we got to watch this next system here. It's a weak system. It looks like it's almost two parts, but it's very weak, and chances are right now it doesn't really become a coastal storm, and it's just suppressed. So we don't really get a snowfall from that. Then behind that, we get some more cold air. Then a more significant system, but look again, because of that extreme blocking pattern in Greenland, it gets shunted to the south, so we don't see anything from that either. And then the next system would go to the west and bring us rain. So yeah, no snowstorms right now, at least in this forecast. We'll go ahead and look at the temperature anomalies as well. Show you the colder air moving in. So here's tomorrow. You can still see above normal. We go back above normal tomorrow because we got back into that return flow. Friday is still a little bit above normal. And then finally, we get below normal for the weekend. Not much below normal, though, and then you can see that moderation a little bit toward near normal to slightly above normal at the beginning of next week, and then we get into some more of that cold air behind the system. But nothing really dramatic. It seems like the coldest air, you'd have to go upstate into New Hampshire, And yes, there are pine barrens in New Hampshire, by the way. But other than that, not really drastic departures from them. Like I said in the other weather update yesterday, no real bitter cold. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's go look at our temperatures now as we look at our temperature forecast as we head into tomorrow. So tonight we drop down probably around 20. Tomorrow we start off cold, and then with the southwesterly flow, it'll warm up to around 40 degrees. And then not getting as cold tomorrow night. Friday, highs a little bit above normal again, around 40 degrees. And then here comes the colder air for the weekend. And you can see highs only around 32 degrees, 30. So it might not even hit freezing in certain areas maybe on Saturday. Maybe it'll stay below freezing. Then Saturday night's going to be cold. That's when we're probably going to drop into the teens with a little bit of Arctic. You can see that piece of Arctic air, but it's not coming all the way down. So we're just getting into the edge of it. Here's Sunday. And again, maybe a little bit milder, a little bit, probably still below normal. Highs only in the low 30s. But then watch what happens Monday. You can see still hanging in there a little bit, the cool air. There's that system going by to the south, so it'll kind of keep the cold air in. So that's why we might have some frozen precipitation with that. And then we get another bit of cold air there with highs around 30 degrees. And then same thing for Thursday. So it will be below normal next week. We will have cold days, plenty of cold days. But you see, if you go up here, this is where the core of the cold air is. If we could just get that down a little further, we could really get some chilly weather. But then you can see as we get into February how it retreats, and then we're back kind of not dealing with the cold as much. And yeah, so that's toward the end of the period. We can only hope that this trough will dig a little deeper and that we'll see a little more in the way of cold air as far as that goes. Now, look at the sky cover, because there's not really going to be much precipitation. It's going to be rather dry. There's plenty of clouds tomorrow. Friday, hopefully we can have more clear skies, especially over Long Island. And Saturday, we'll have to watch for some instability cloudiness just because of the cold air. But should have some sunshine at least. And Sunday, we got the cirrus. Maybe the cirrus can be held off a little bit on Sunday. And then Monday, we got more clouds again. And then that's the storm passing the south. And then once that moves to the south, then we could get into some clear skies, hopefully for Wednesday. And maybe more clear skies Friday. That's a good look right there. So keeps us in some clear skies. So hopefully we can, get into that. Let's go look at the NAM sky cover. So you can see those high clouds rolling in for tomorrow. This is the 0Z NAM actually. So we have that. This goes a little further out. Here's Friday. So Friday, hopefully, we can get clear skies, at least to start. And it looks like some clouds over New Jersey later on in the day, but hopefully we can get clear skies. And this is as far out as it goes on Saturday, but it looks pretty good right now. So we should have hopefully better skies. But that's going to do it for this a little more of a brief weather update. I'll do another weather update tomorrow night. So take care and have a good night.